know we're supposed to talk about Loki, right? So I had to refresh in some things because I know it's been a minute. And I was like looking at like the last couple. You know what I was doing? I was looking for who it was who actually said wow, and it wasn't Owen Wilson.
Yeah, he never got his wow moment.
But someone important did. Someone who, you know, like somewhat even of a god. You what up, Cam?
What up?
I identified who said wow, by the way, in Loki. It was He Who Remains, and that's how he reacted to seeing Loki and Sylvie. He said, wow. And I was like, oh no, freaking the Mobius isn't even here anymore. Oh man, but whatever. But yeah.
What a waste.
How did you guys like the show overall?
I enjoyed it. I did. It was fun. I mean, you guys remember how last time we were like, oh, looking forward to, you know, no trauma.
Yeah. But then, lo and behold, we kind of got that anyway.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. It was like kind of ironic.
Like, for real, like I thought the show, like I mean, when they only had like posters out or whatever, I thought the show was gonna be look at Loki and look at all the hijinks he has. Like, remember that scene where like he describes that bet he had with Thor or something, and he's like on the plane, he like, robs the plane or something, he jumps off.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be 6 episodes of that or whatever. You know, I thought that was gonna be the show, and like Mobius would be chasing him around, like, "Go, I'll get you, Carmen Sandiego," you know,
time heist situation.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be like an actual serious plot.
I actually kind of wish it was what you said, because then I think I might have enjoyed the show a lot more.
Yeah, right.
Because hot take, I actually thought the show was okay.
Yeah. Like the first couple of episodes, it was like, okay, here we go. And then like the rest of the show was, oh man, who's in charge of the TVA? Will Loki pull a Loki? You know, like.
But did he?
For the first time ever, Loki did not do as his nature, and he got screwed because of it. So.
I feel like that's kind of why I didn't really like the show that much. Is. Like, I mean, it was fine. I enjoyed it, like, enough to watch it every week. But I felt like that could have been any character, like, that the story was following. Like, if they're trying to set up the next phase of MCU. I feel like that probably could have been anyone. It didn't have to be Loki. Like, Tom Hiddleston is hella charming, so it could have just been, like, Tom Hiddleston as himself. But Loki, though? Like, was he necessary, you know?
I do wonder if it's like this in the comics where, like, do they have, like, a big deal coming and they're like, you know what, Loki, he's got a mischief. This whole thing got ruined because of him, sure. And sprinkle some of his trauma in there, you know? Like, maybe they're going that route. I don't know any of Loki in the comics. Like, I didn't realize Thor was a person until Avengers 1, so that's a rhyme on that one. I was mostly happy because of, freaking rest in peace Lovecraft Country.
I know we got two.
I was really happy about like oh shoot, Ruby from Lovecraft Country's on here, even though her character was kind of whack.
Yes, but she was still, you know, important.
Cam, if you don't know, that's what was her name? Wunmi Wasaku.
Oh.
Yeah, she was Soldier 315 or whatever the heck her name was.
Oh, the Afro lady?
Yeah, her.
Can I say that?
I mean, she had one. But yeah, like, because she was playing this one character in this other show that was on HBO that had recently got canceled. But the main character on that show was played by Jonathan Majors, who returned in the last episode as our boy.
I was glad. I had heard that he was going to be in something. I think it was Doctor Strange. So I knew that he was involved in some Marvel stuff coming up. I didn't realize. Yeah, I guess it kept it under wrap.
It dropped mad like long ago that he was going to be Kang, but I didn't expect to see him so soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was so cool. It's like a little, oh, I know everything. He teleporting all over the place. Freaking, I know everything until this moment. Oh, never mind. Oof.
Yeah, I didn't really like what they did with him either.
Really? Why? Why not? What happened there?
I think so. I don't know. I guess just from like a villain's perspective, like if we want to just talk like good Marvel villains or just any in general, they usually have like a presence that's like, I don't know if menacing is the right word because it's not always menacing. Yeah, like a command. Like I feel like he didn't have that. Like he was just like some like goofy dude that was like around. I mean, like this guy is out here and like definitely massacred like infinite amounts of people to get to where he was, and then you have this guy that acts like he's fucking Frank from accounting or something like. And maybe that's what they were going for, was like, okay, this iteration of him is just like the board manager or something, which like, okay, cool, but like, I don't know, it just didn't.
I'd hold my reservations for that until we see him as Kang, but I don't think He Who Remains was supposed to be villainous. I think that was supposed to set up like one of the Lokis as being villainous, And I think we kind of got that. Well, it didn't seem like they were pushing Sylvie to be like some big villain, even though like I guess she did the big bad thing.
Well, we'll definitely see her again, right guys, right?
I mean, I hope so. If we don't see her again, that'd be a waste.
Yeah,
but no, I definitely could understand that, Cam. I think it was just maybe that the way his character was portrayed, it wasn't that much of a difference from how the story the story has been very kind of light, like goofy in general, and then to just have this goofy villain come, it's like not much of a like parallel, I guess.
No, snap moment.
That's true. I guess I didn't think of that. Yeah.
So I think that's kind of why it feels like that.
So, and I can't even like really knock the guy either, because I'm assuming that, like you said, Kang proper is going to be something completely different, because I know that guy can act. Like people were like hyped for him to be in this series because the dude got some pretty solid acting chops. So like I hope they
I mean, this guy's got like statues of himself in the TVA, so maybe he's gonna have like a grander presence.
Oh my gosh, that part when like he's like explaining to them what happened, and then they're like, "Who are you?"
Bro,
I'm one of a million.
I actually, that was like one of my favorite scenes, because I guess I like Twilight Zone. I don't want to say Black Mirror because it was Black Mirror. that felt a lot like Twilight Zone, which I really liked.
Yeah, I like that part too.
Yeah, see, there's some of that old intrigue we've been missing since WandaVision.
At least episodes 1 through 4 of WandaVision.
Yeah, right. Oh God. But now I'm like, wait, Cam, did you watch it week by week? What about you, Fran? I don't remember if you.
For the most part, I did. There were a couple times that I missed and then watched like 2 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I did.
Yeah.
I guess maybe like WandaVision I had to watch like when it dropped, because
right.
What else was there to do during the pandemic? Now I was like, oh, I got stuff to do.
Yeah, we were starved back then. So.
Yeah.
But now I think we're maybe at a point where it's like, so much has happened. I'm like, this can wait.
Yeah. And I don't think it was so spoilerific either. I feel like WandaVision, it came out, everyone was already posting like, references and memes and all this stuff. Whereas Loki, things happened, but like I'm not gonna post a meme about Loki being in that room with Lady Sif or whatever, and like, oh no, like, okay, that's not really meme worthy. It was cool to see, but
I'm actually surprised we didn't see memes of that. Like, I feel like there's potential there, but I guess it was too close to like other memes that have already been done.
Yeah, we've already been there before. Now that I think about it, did the end of the episodes really stand out of the 6? Like, I mean, well, the middle few. Like, did they really stand out? Let me see. I don't really remember a lot of what happened in between. To make this sound as dumb as I can, but
that was actually kind of another issue I had with the show. Was like a few of the episodes were just like 1, 2, and then like it was 6 episodes. Like that, so I think like 1, 2, 5, and 6 were, I think, pretty good, but the other two maybe not so much. Like especially the one where they're on that planet that had really bad special effects, which I could not get over. Like nothing happened on that episode. I was like, all right, Loki gets drunk on a train, yay!
Like he gets to talk about his life and why he is the way he is, I guess. And then get all the kids have thrown in this term queer baiting, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean,
listen, you have done us you've let us down. I wanted to see gender fluid Loki. I don't mean to sound like I'm picking on these people, but like I didn't think that that's what they were trying to go for at all. So like I'm not sad that they didn't do it. I mean, I don't know.
I'm meh about it just because it's like I don't think that was going to be a hot topic anyway.
Yeah, like
I'm sure there's some people that are mad about it, but like I think just the rest of us normies are just like, okay, whatever.
Like I mean, I don't know. Like I don't understand why Loki and Sylvie were even like a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a narcissist. What does he love more than himself?
Freaking! If that were the case, I would have tried to hook up with President Loki. Yo, like he looks exactly like me, but he's in a position of power. What's sexier than that? Jeez.
A crocodile, no.
Yeah.
Speaking of President Loki, I'm really sad that we didn't see more of that, especially considering he was like the pillar of all the advertisements.
Yeah, didn't they do like some viral stuff where they dropped like a bunch of pamphlets of like President Loki around before the episode? I don't know if that was true or not, but
really, I'm like,
and then he gets like 5 minutes of screen time.
Oh, he looks so cool with like his vote for Loki thing or whatever, and like,
It was one of those cases where, like, you know, I feel like they were trying to not have too much stuff in the trailer so that they just focused on him. But then it was like, okay, he's only in it for 5 seconds. So it was actually disappointing.
Like I thought that one of his hijinks was gonna be, I'm gonna hide in this apocalypse, right? And I'm gonna somehow, curb up enough, goodwill with the people that they're gonna die. Might as well make me the president of this island before we all die, But no, whatevs. We got what was that even place called? The place where they got sent when they got pruned.
Was it I thought you were gonna say when they were in Vesuvius.
Vesuvius? Oh yeah, like something like that. Like I wish there was more of the Vesuvius visit.
What's that called? Anybody here smart? Anybody?
Pompeii.
Like what's that place?
Also, no to answer your question. No, anyway.
Yes, there we go.
Like you think?
Of course not. We're lapping up MCU crap as it comes out. Of course not.
Right. No, but I like that part a lot because it started to feel like it was going in that direction.
Yeah.
And then it was just like that one part, he figures out like, okay, she's gonna be hiding somewhere at the end of the world. And then it just focused a lot on just them two, I think, and I wasn't enjoying it as much then.
Yeah, like not to say that it was like a bad like I guess plot or story, but like they were setting it up to seem like something else, and then like we just didn't get all the whimsy or whatever, which is whatever. I'm gonna headcanon it, I guess. I'm just gonna write my own fan fiction. Check out my AO3 soon.
You know what I really enjoyed about that show though? Of all things, was Owen Wilson's performance. Like he did really good. Like because one, I didn't know Owen Wilson could act, but
like for once he didn't take me out of what I was watching. Every other role of his, I'm like, that's just Owen Wilson. Freaking why is he in Shanghai Noon aside from Jackie Chan? What?
Yep.
Yeah, like I thought he did actually a really good job as like this like kind of tired out like cop that's like kind of dry and deadpan. Like he did, it was really good. I really enjoyed like all the scenes he was in, and I actually like when I talked about how anyone else could have been in the show. Like I would have liked to see like way more of him.
Yeah, I hope I hope they're not done with him. I guess with the season 2's coming out, right? Like I hope I get to see more of that.
He has to give us at least one wow, right?
He has to. Come on, they know the meme is real. They have to give it to us. They like giving us what we want.
I mean, they know. I mean, let's not pretend like those writers don't know memes. There was Thanos Copter in episode 5, right? Like they have to know.
Oh yeah, especially with all the WandaVision jokes with Darcy,
Mm-hmm.
like addressing everything. Like, whoa, come on. We don't need to have a Tumblr user on our cast. That's okay. Oh man, I'm so glad they're doing the second season. Like everything else, they don't have to work on. I'm okay with no more Falcon. I'm okay with no more WandaVision. But Loki, let's go. Maybe we'll get those hijinks.
That's true. We could still get it. It's still a possibility.
Wait, but now that I think about it, like, is it going to be working with, like, Wanda and, like, Doctor Strange? Isn't there already a movie for that? Like, what's season 2 going to be all about? Let me see.
I guess it depends when it's placed in the movie timeline. Because I feel like Kang is set up for a long-term villain, at least I think, because he's going through at least Doctor Strange 2 and Ant-Man. I think that guy's confirmed for... He is confirmed for Ant-Man Quantumania.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends when...
Yeah, and I guess if it's, so all these multiverses, like, all these alternate realities or whatever, then it's going to actually probably leave a lot of options for what they can do. Because, if something's happening in one, like, reality, then there could be something completely different happening.
Like a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Jesus. I don't know. Like, just looking at the visual of the timeline, like, dispersing apart or whatever, I'm like seeing all these things in my head. I'm like, oh, in that line, there could be the Man Spider. In that one, Terrence Howard, War Machine, like all these possibilities.
Oh my God.
And in this universe, 1 + 1 = 3.
Oh, man. But yeah, like, oh, geez. Like if you want to watch like one scene of that show again, look at the part with what's his name, He Who Remains, talking to them and stuff. Like that's all I went to look back at it. That and Mobius saying goodbye to Loki. that shit hit me in the feels. just to rip my heart out.
Yeah. Speaking of like those little heartwarming things, there were a lot of like little Easter eggs or like things kind of, I don't know, at least to me, kind of playing on things from other films. I don't know if you guys noticed any, like, I think, well, Dane, you saw that I mentioned Kill Bill recently on Twitter.
Jeez, what year is it?
Yeah. I rewatched them because I didn't remember anything. And there was that one scene where they were on that planet and I think like they went up to the like old lady's house or whatever and and then she basically it's literally like a very similar scene to like Kill Bill, like where they open the door and like immediately shoots and she like flies off.
What's his name, Bill or something? Or no, not Bill, the other I forget his name.
It was just some hillbilly name. Or do you mean the actual guy, not the character?
No, the character. He's the cowboy guy. And we deserve to die, or whatever. Dang it! Bill Vipers or whatever their name is.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking it up.
Research. But yeah,
Bud. His name was Bud.
Bud, yeah, he died all whack.
Yeah, so there's a lot of little things like that were kind of like, ooh, that's kind of like that scene, which I know like Marvel is kind of known for that kind of stuff in general.
I thought that lady was going to be around longer. I thought they were hyping her up to be like, okay, you're going to have an entire episode. No, she's just in the intro, and she has that one cool scene.
And then she
my
dies.
husband never called me Sweetums or whatever. He would never do that. And okay, then your planet just gets destroyed.
We got played across the board in the show.
Yeah.
There were so many times where it's like, ooh, something interesting. And then it's like, just kidding. It's just gonna be this one this one time.
That was the real god of mischief, the writers.
Right.
Jerking us around. Like, okay. Speaking of things that went nowhere, or maybe I missed it because I'm like herp derp. Did they do anything useful with the gum?
Oh, that was
about that too. I was gonna ask you guys if you.
That was just the MacGuffin to for Loki to find Sylvie.
Like,
okay.
So that was just a plot device to move from like episode 1 to like
nothing bigger than that then.
Okay.
Yeah. So because that's how they found the grocery store was this gum was sold in this time.
Because for these shows, well, for Marvel in general, you sit through the credits, right? Even though you know that there's no like after credit scene or whatever, and I keep on seeing the gum. I'm like, oh boy, when that's gonna come into. No, they're done with that.
Especially because that scene with the little boy seemed like it was also another thing where his tongue was like blue or whatever, and I was like, oh, is there a virus? Like, is this tying in like whatever virus there was in the soldier? And I was like,
no, they're like, nope. What if in one timeline that was the Nexus event, freaking the virus that didn't make it to Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I'm never gonna let that go.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Oh well.
Wow.
But at least we got some fantasy stuff. Like one thing I did like was Loki's just being magical dude. Like he's doing magic. Like we're so used to like hand-to-hand combat, boom boom, and all this freaking Iron Man tech or whatever. But now we just got a dude who just literally knows magic. Like what? Boom, poof. Here's a sword. I think that's pretty cool. Like I hope to see more of that because that's hella comic book crap. And he explains what he can do to Sylvie and like that he can't just do anything. But Sylvie has magic she can do. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. And they teach each other and that's how they bond because she teaches him how to enchant, I guess.
Yeah, question about that. I don't know if maybe I missed this too, but were they kind of alluding that they all eventually have the same powers or they just all have different powers?
I felt like it was like, if I can do it, you can too. I didn't really get the vibe that like they all had the same powers because like, what does Alligator Loki do? Like, what's his ability? I don't know. Like,
yeah, I was like, because I remember the old guy, the old Loki, or the not old, he wasn't old, the old
Loki.
Yeah. Because he was like super powered in that scene where he did like the whole projection of the whole like majestic city to destroy.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, like, does this mean that eventually they will have this sort of power? Like,
if so, that would be so cool. Because like, or maybe like most Lokis have illusion abilities, and maybe like the Enchantress, or is that her name in the comics, Enchantress? I know DC has an Enchantress. I
think that's what Sylvie actually. I think in this they kind of just combined Sylvie and Lady Loki, but I think Sylvie in the comics is actually Enchantress.
Got you. Okay. Well, I mean that was pretty cool. I don't want to like diminish like his grand showing of like bringing up that entire city. But it'd be pretty cool if to see like Loki later on do that just to save someone before he gets killed again or something, like I don't know. And he inevitably will because he's a Loki. That's his role in the universe is to lose.
Indeed.
That's what it's. That's a sad existence, Loki. I mean, like low-key, not. Oh my god. Oh Lord.
Hi, Nick.
Oh yeah, what up, Nick?
Right.
What the? This place is with Cam. How you doing, man? We're just talking about Loki and our thoughts on this Marvel property. Waiting until season 2 starts, however far from now. Let me see when it starts.
Wow.
Season 2.
Probably a lot of stuff coming in between then. We got the What If coming up.
Right.
And
I feel like a lot of people won't watch that. I'm gonna watch it, but like I feel like a lot of people won't.
I like animated stuff, so I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah. Freaking who else?
And what's up? Oh yeah, Shang-Chi's coming out, and then
Let's go. I'm sorry.
Shanti.
Shanti.
That's what I heard anyway.
I'm sure Simu went through like a much more rigorous workout regimen than whatever Shanti has for us. I wonder what does it take to get the MCU protagonist look like?
Oh, it's gotta be a lot. Didn't the guy from Eternal, what's his name? The comedian guy. Yeah,
Kamal Nanjiani.
Yeah, didn't he like
Get ripped?
Yeah, about how like the Marvel like regimen is really intense.
You know, I doubt we're even gonna see that much of him like his physique. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's gonna be
at least it's not a muscle suit like Vision guy.
Stop! Yo, man, I was so hyped. I'm like, damn, yo, look at this Android Zaddy. Let's go. Oh, that's prosthetics. Ruined my freaking fantasy.
Oh man, I saw actually. Damn, I gotta post this in one of the chats. For DreamCon, somebody like cosplayed Vashon.
Wow, people! You know, to be honest, those are my favorite like costumes, like the main costumes. Bruh.
The black turtleneck, the chain, everything, the do-rag.
That's funny. Oh,
I cannot.
And it was amazing. I think he got like 3rd place or something like that.
That like guarantees, you know that's funny about that is that guarantees you like a high spot, like not the most like thought out intricate costume. Nope, the one that gets the tee look. Get it? You know that sort of thing.
Especially when it's mostly people of color around you, and they
of course.
I'm feeling.
Once we get to hooting and hollering, well, never mind.
Yeah.
But let's see. Let me see. We even got one out of Loki when they like disintegrated his outfit. When they like.
Oh, that's true. Oh my god! I thought this was gonna be like a. What was this rated? PG-13? Like.
It was Loki. Wow.
Because that part, I was like, ooh, what?
Oh Lord. Everyone, like, even though like this one was kind of goofy, but like how else would they have gotten his shirtless scene? He got his shirtless scene.
Right. They only covered that part, you know? It was like a little censor bar, basically.
Oh my god.
Did he? I don't remember that scene. I mean,
so like after they grab him from like that universe or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They put him into
He's
bookings.
He's gotta get cleaned up.
Yeah. Just tear his clothes off. Oh look, Tom Hiddleston's kind of, you know. So everyone gets that. Have they not done that for one of the movies? I feel like that's like
what the obligatory eye candy. For...
Yeah, like they did it for Ant-Man. Even I feel like, right? Let me see.
Yeah, I mean we got Captain America shirtless. You know,
imagine Paul Rudd being eye candy.
is he like the most iconic like heartthrob dude ever since his Clueless days?
Oh, yeah. he's like the white Pharrell. He doesn't age.
White Pharrell. Nah. Apparently, he started aging after that New Black nonsense.
I saw. There were wrinkles everywhere.
No, not like this. They gave one to freaking the boy Spider-Man. How did I forget his name? Tom Holland.
Boy Spider-Man. Also known as Spider-Man.
Is like almost the actual age of the character, unlike the other actors.
Yeah, right. He got one. T'Challa got his.
I actually think the most gratuitous one was in Winter Soldier. No, I was gonna say in Winter Soldier when Captain America's like holding the helicopter from flying away.
Bro, I know so many girls who that scene in particular. Oh,
yeah, buddy.
And his shirt is like hella. I mean, like any shirt's gonna be struggling to stay on that dude.
On that man. It's so funny because like there's no reason why he wouldn't just fly closer to get away from him. But like, no, let me flex on you guys. I'm Captain America. Look at my biceps.
In a similar vein, the scene from I think Age of Ultron where he splits the wood in half, like he just grabs the wood and just like tears it in half.
Bruh,
I'm like, all right.
Nah, I enjoyed that, especially since you see Tony trying to freaking his hardest with that axe. Like, you know what? I'm tired of your crap, Tony. Rip, bruh.
I can't really complain about like the gratuity in those scenes though, because I guess maybe this is better saved for when we talk about what is it, Black Widow, the movie. When she first appears in Iron Man 2, she has some really gratuitous lines, and I'm like, bro. Like, aside from like the leather suit, it's like there's like some scene where she's like, Iron Man's like, oh, what are you gonna do if you capture someone? And she's like, oh, I'll do whatever I want, wink. And I'm like, oh,
boo.
I think it was even worse than that. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
She really came a long way from that movie.
Yeah. She went from like, hey, look at this, like who was the chick from Megan Fox? Look at this, like Megan Fox in a latex suit, and then now she was like a real character, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, still not that great, but better.
Better than that. So
maybe this is because my tastes are like alternative, but I've never been interested in Scarlett Johansson. Every time she showed up and did one of those scenes, I'm like, oh, brother. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. This, just me talking, but I think she's an incredibly attractive person, but, like, she's just the most, like, regular kind of attractive. I don't know. It's like, I'm not going to say she's unattractive, but, like, I'm not going to, like, all the fanboys over her, like I understand Marissa Tomei, but, like, everyone else is sort of like, ScarJo, look at her. She's so, Black Widow is so cool. I'm like, okay, sure. And I wish Dean were here so I can complain about Black Widow's character. Not the movie, the character, but I'll be listening to this, Dean. She's whack. I don't care that she knows karate, dude. She's next to the Hulk, bro. Like, he slaps his hands together and mountains explode. I don't care. Sorry.
It's like one of those things, and I don't know, maybe I just feel this way as a woman, where it's like the only woman in the guy group, and they're just like, oh yeah, I only hang out with guys kind of thing. Like, I always got that kind of vibe from her character, and I think that's what bothered me in particular.
Do they reference that directly in Age of Ultron? I thought they did. Maybe I'm making things up, but
that sounds like the perfect place to do it, especially at like that party they had. Age of Ultron. But now that you said that, Fran, I can't unsee it. Like, I imagine like She-Hulk comes into the party somehow, and she's like, ugh. I can't stand this new chick. She's not like us, right? I'm one of the guys. Are we getting a She-Hulk? Hold on.
Like,
I think so, yeah. Or maybe I'm just making up more stuff.
Girls get it done, There's room for other girls on the team.
MCU. Oh, She-Hulk. I hope we get She-Hulk.
That's why you got Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I can't wait to see what this multiverse of madness is all about. I don't even care about the Spider-Man aspects of it. I know everyone's going local over that, but, like...
Is that confirmed that Spider-Man's going to be in that?
Wait, no. That's the one Sam Raimi's doing, right? Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, he's doing
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We don't really know anything. We know a little bit, but we don't know much. And
which is exactly
all
way I think it.
Yeah.
We can theorize and is it confirmed each other to death, but until it actually happens, we have no idea.
I think it's all just rumors right now, but we wouldn't know because we still haven't gotten a Spider-Man trailer, so.
Oh yeah, people were saying that, like, and I know Dean was saying that it should have come out already. Why was that? Was that like being like hinted, like we're gonna get a trailer for this movie soon, like release schedule?
He probably saw something on like comic book movie that these websites where people have some connections on when certain things are gonna come out. And so they'll like release a little bit of information but sometimes they're wrong, like sometimes they're misled.
Yeah, that's true. Like
on purpose.
I mean, that's not unfortunate. It's a funny sort of meta, right? Like how these directors will will straight up lie just so we don't get spoiled. They'll lie for our benefit, So it's like, can you even trust them? And in the distrust, there's like love somehow still because they want us to enjoy it's ridiculous. I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna wait till it comes out.
We're in a toxic relationship with Marvel.
With creators in general.
True.
Freaking, I know people were talking about Rihanna just hitting being a billionaire or whatever, but she's been getting harassed for years. Dropped the album, miss. Like, what?
Okay, I'm a bad fan because I've been one of those.
You're like, listen, I'm coming to your personal. Well, you're posting like your meal on Instagram? No. Where's the album? Oh, God. Like, I know Cam was getting on my case because, like, that's the same thing that was happening to the BP viewers. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to post another video. I'm tired.
I saw some comments on there. They're like, he's bad.
Every time he posts, like, oh, he's bad, post more videos, re-win.
And I'm like, I'll do it. And then I go missing again for another several months. I mean, that's for their benefit, though, because when I was posting every week, the videos were garbage. Oh, but then I wait a little bit, and I'll get that little boost because people already see that. I'm like, oh, wow, this has to be good if he, waited several months to drop this, right? So I already get that automatic view. Doesn't matter if it's good or not. And
then Low Health Sounds is somehow back on their homepage.
Wow, the algorithm works after all. The algae rhythm.
How's the TikTok account coming along?
Bro, I gave up. TikTok is fam.
You were TikToking?
Oh, hey, what up, Sean? Yo, I tried. You know what? I have to be, honest with myself. You have to move along with the times. I want to sort of stay current. So I'm like trying to get onto TikTok. I actually go on there daily now and to see like what's what and whatever. It's ridiculous, bro. You literally have to post every day. And I'm like,
what if you just, I mean, I guess it's a finite content source, but what if you just used, like clips from shit you already have?
Right, like that, like literally, like I think I did that once with like me and Adrian dancing to Kingdom Hearts. Like I did that, and like people were like, "Oh, teehee!" I'm like, really? Wow. I guess I'm not making new content anymore. I'm just gonna be one of those. Look at this stuff I made 10 years ago, almost 10 years at this point.
Oh no, it's all little kids on there. They don't need to know.
Huh?
and thoughts.
The youth will have no idea what you did 10 years ago.
That's true. You're right. Wow, I'm about to. Oh wow, okay. That's, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna use TikTok maybe every couple of days. I can't do it every day though. I do like my old Uniqlo coworkers though. Like I see them on there, like posting like on a regular, but they've got all that youth, like.
Well, they're a new generation.
Like they're constantly on their phone. Like I'll be on my phone just to like. Let me post this stupid tweet no one cares about, and then I'll be on my, I'll check the Discord, like that's about it. I'm not.
Sometimes I miss Snapchat. I mean, I know it's still a thing, but like just when like you would just send like stupid shit to your friends, like teehee, look what this dumb thing I saw, but it's not worth like.
Yeah, no, you guys send me snaps. I still do appreciate those, but Snapchat will try to push like this whole news network sort of thing. It's like, oh, Khloe Kardashian did what? And then you click on the video and it's nothing to do with Khloe Kardashian.
Actually, you know what the worst offender of that stuff is? Like once in a great while, I'll see something like that's like actually interesting on those things. Which when you're even looking at that, you've hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
You can find most of those on YouTube, like because Snapchat likes to play ads every like 5 seconds, right? But like YouTube, like you just you don't have to suffer through an ad, because if you don't use an ad blocker, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, man.
Is that Carson? Yo, what up,
Yeah,
B?
man.
Oh, shoot. And David,
Carson,
baby.
don't be coming up in here unannounced.
Announce yourself, Carson, always. Well, specifically Carson, because he's a disclaimer member of this group. You got to be like, whoa, it's Carson.
All right, so Carson's here, podcast over. Good night.
I play the outro music here. How you guys doing? Did you guys watch Loki?
Some things look like Dean's
Yo, man.
girlfriend.
You know,
Oh, right, yeah, Dean's Dominican girlfriend.